How's it going, amazing people of YouTube? TJ here again. The day is finally here. I repeat, the day is finally here. After months and months of long-awaited rumors and speculation, Apple finally dropped the announcement early this morning of the new 16-inch MacBook Pro. And let me tell you, from all the product releases this year, I would say, while this might be the most expensive, I think this may have checked every box for the most people at one time. Like, this was like across the board. Now, it's early still. Obviously, it hasn't been a day yet. But all of the early impressions from the tech reviewers conclusively said the same thing. Apple just went down the line and checked off every box of things that they needed to fix. And they did it. It's that simple. They added the escape key back alongside the touch bar. They made it with the new keyboard. It is now called the magic keyboard, and it's the return to the scissor mechanisms that everyone has known and loved for years. Why they entered into the new butterfly mechanism for the last few years, I don't know. But they finally went back to this modified version of the scissor mechanism, which is awesome. And of course, the highlighting feature here, the new 16-inch display, it's just basically the same footprint, but they just blew up that screen a little bit larger to take up more of that display footprint, so there's less bezels. Which is kind of like the same concept that they've done with the iPhones in recent years. So, it's really nice. It's just a beautiful machine. And what really just shocked me the most is the fact that they didn't play their usual game of making it a high-end option while still keeping the already expensive 15-inch MacBook Pro around. No, they didn't do that. Thank you, Apple. They listened to us, and they just gave it to us at that same $23.99 price, which is still ungodly expensive. I mean, that thing is, this is just an expensive machine. This is something that you use if you either A, just have a lot of money to spend and you like the most expensive MacBooks, or you are actually in that profession, you are a creative professional that needs this kind of machine for your work, and you're going to be able to drop that kind of money. Now, a lot of people have businesses that, video production and things like that, and their clients pay them very good money, so those people, yes, they can go drop that kind of money. Now, for the rest of us that might be college students or just non-creative professionals, or kind of a mix of both, I do my YouTube videos here, I do some creative work for clients, just in my small business that I operate here in my office. And so, would this machine be overkill for me? Possibly, but boy is it beautiful. I mean, that is just such a nice display. And the fact that it is the same price as the previous Gen MacBook Pro 15-inch is really nice. So it starts at 16 gigs of RAM as it did previously, but now we have a new option for, not new option, but it now starts at 512 gigabytes of an SSD, which is so much appreciated. It's really nice to see that, at least in this example, Apple is not going with their usual policy of nickel and diming. Now, I guess depending on how you look at that, they kind of still are, because these are still, again, very expensive machines compared to what you might get from a Windows offering. But I can't really say that, because at the same time, they really are offering something really nice here, this package in general. I mean, who would actually disagree with that? I mean, MacBook Pros are kind of like the industry standard for beautiful premium machines. With that being said, still some things that you want to mention too. I will say this now. You can also adjust the refresh rate depending on what you're working with, what application you might be using. So that's also very nice, again, for creative professionals. As I said, now starts at 512. You can upgrade it all the way up to 8 terabytes of space, which is just awesome. Now it starts with the AMD Radeon Pro 5300 and with 4 gigabytes of DDR6 RAM, GDDR6 RAM, and of course the upgrade from there. Of course, it also comes with the UHD 630 graphics. The other usable products as they have done. Again, same as always, that's one area they didn't listen to us on. They still did not bring back any other connection options, just the USB-Cs, and that's it. Personally, I mean, if I was on the development team at Apple, I would have just said, hey, let's toss in the HDMI connection again. I know, call me just old school like that, but I still think there's a place for an HDMI connection on notebooks. And it would be very much appreciated if they did that, but that's okay. So again, as I mentioned, the new Magic Keyboard, which Apple says they basically just took the Magic Keyboard that we all know and love from the iMac, and they kind of used that as inspiration, I guess, and kind of built it into this 15-inch notebook design. And of course, I haven't gotten my hands on it yet, but from what I have seen on YouTube, the reviewers conclusively agree that it feels very nice, and it's nice to return to that beloved design for the keyboard. And it only time will tell whether or not that will actually be a better solution. I mean, I imagine it would be, since the butterfly mechanism people just hated. So the one thing to mention here, kind of a weird omission from Apple, but there's not Wi-Fi 6 in this new 16-inch MacBook Pro. Not sure why. There is Bluetooth 5.0, but not Wi-Fi 6. Another kind of like a downside is, while they did give us new studio quality microphones, which actually, from what I have seen, sound really impressive. And I have to say, for a notebook microphone, they sound really good. I don't know if I would say they particularly rival all USB microphones, but especially like the Blue Yeti, it comes close to it, very close to it. What they didn't upgrade is right here, the FaceTime HD camera. Still only at 720p, which is kind of sucks. I think they could have done nice and upgraded to 1080p for us, but oh well. Overall, a very nice package that they are delivering here. Oh, also, up to 11 hours of battery life compared to the previous 10. And this is kind of cool too. It is now 100 watts of power. So that is legally the largest battery you are allowed to carry on a plane. So they literally, I mean, there's laptops that have 96, 97, 98 watts of power, but usually it's rare to find one that hits that 100 watt mark, but this one does, which is fascinating. So, in a lot of different ways, like I said a couple times now, Apple checks off every box in terms of improvements to this now 16-inch MacBook Pro. So while there's a couple weird omissions, like I said, no Wi-Fi 6, still a 720p webcam, overall, they have just done a fantastic job. And again, sincerely, thank you, Apple, for giving us that same price tag, not nickel and diming us, at least not in the sense that they could have said we're going to raise it just another $200 even, but they actually didn't. And for that reason, I say good on you, Apple. So overall, guys, this has been a quick look at the new 16-inch MacBook Pro. It is beautiful. In the year ahead, I wouldn't mind seeing perhaps a slightly smaller version of this, so maybe seeing the same concept applied to the 13-inch model. Although, I don't know, I have to say I'm very tempted. My next MacBook purchase might just be the 16-inch model. I don't necessarily mind spending money on it. I mean, it's something I not. Well, actually, I think it's $100 less than a student discount, but that's still a crap ton of money. But you know what? This is probably worth it if you consider that this is going to be excellent for video editing, for watching pretty much any content. I mean, it's just going to be fantastic all around. Really nice machine. Well done, Apple. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. And yes, I am wearing my Santa hat because it was just kind of like Christmas for us Apple enthusiasts yesterday with this MacBook Pro announcement. And in December, Apple will be releasing the Mac Pro for sale, which is just way out of my price range. So I'll cover it when it's released, but don't expect to see an unboxing or review of that Mac Pro anytime soon, if ever, on my channel. I probably can tell you, perhaps in the next year or so, I'll be reviewing and unboxing that 16-inch MacBook Pro, because that is just definitely my next computer. So that being said, guys, thanks for tuning in, and I will see you in my next